A new day begins on the farm. The sun rises over the fields, and today we will take care of the cows. They are very important animals. They give us milk, which we use to make cheese, yogurt, and butter. Let's see how their daily care in the barn looks. The first task for today will be taking the manure out to the field. The tractor is already leaving the barn, ready to work. First, the manure has to be loaded onto the trailer. For this, a tractor with a front loader is the best tool, truly essential on the farm. Next, the manure has to be spread out on the field. The tractor with the trailer drives along the edges, evenly scattering the load over the soil. Then the cultivator goes to work, mixing the manure with the earth and preparing the field for the next crops. After sowing comes plant growth and harvest, but now we return to our cows. It's time to feed them. Now it's time to fill the special feeding trailer for the cows. Corn, hay, and grain are loaded inside and mixed into one complete feed. When everything is ready, the tractor drives up to the barn and lays out the mixture along the feeding alley. The cows eagerly come to eat, knowing it's their favorite meal. And happy, well-fed cows will always give more milk. Today on the farm, it's time to spread manure on the field. Barnage, the farm owner, has just assigned the task to his workers. Starting his day, Barnage walks toward the manure pile, passing by the cows peacefully grazing in the meadow. Along the way, he notices the pigs happily rooting in the mud. It's clear that everyone is ready for the work ahead. Time to load the manure and prepare the field for the upcoming season. After a full day of work, the field is ready and the manure is spread evenly across the ground. Barnage and his workers finish their task, looking proudly at their work. It's time to return to the farm, where their work will help the land thrive and produce better yields in the coming season. awakens the farm to life. The hens cluck loudly, bickering near the chicken coop, while the cows lazily stretch in the pen, letting out soft moos. The sun slowly rises above the horizon, spreading its orange light over the dew-covered grass. Among the tall grass and trees, an old red tractor stirs to life. Its engine growls, and a puff of smoke rises from its exhaust into the crisp morning air. The tractor pulls away, passing the horse paddock. The animals raise their heads for a moment, twitching their ears and watching the machine with interest, before returning to grazing. As the tractor's wheels bite into the mud, spraying it everywhere, the horses remain unfazed. The tractor's first task is to plow the field for the new seeding. Its plow digs into the earth, cutting it with force and precision. Furrows are formed one after another, and a cloud of dust trails behind the tractor. In the background, frightened birds fly away with screeches. The tractor does not slow down, its engine is running at full speed, and the driver is driving it with skill. After several hours of hard work, the field is ready. The tractor returns to the barn to change the implement. Now it has a new task, spreading fertilizer. Its spreader fills with compost, and the tractor drives into the field with a bang. The fertilizer is spread evenly, and an intense smell hangs in the air. The cows in the pen raise their heads, smelling new smells, and the chickens peck at the ground in search of treats. As the sun begins to set, the tractor finishes its tasks. The field is perfectly prepared for sowing, and the tractor slowly returns to the barn. Its lights illuminate the road, and a long trail of dust trails behind it. Peace awaits in the barn. The engine turns off with a loud sigh, and the tractor stands in the darkness, ready for another day full of challenges. On a quiet farm there was a tractor that had been used by the farmer for years in his daily work. It was a solid, reliable piece of equipment that kept the farm in good condition by working all the time. One day the farmer decided that the tractor needed a service, so he took it to a mechanic. The road to the mechanic led through picturesque landscapes, full of fields and meadows that the farmer had known since he was a child. The tractor moved slowly along a narrow, gravel road, surrounded by strips of ripe grain and clumps of trees whose leaves were beginning to turn autumn shades of gold and red. After a thorough inspection by the mechanic, it turned out that the tractor, while still in good condition, needed some essential repairs. The first thing that needed to be done was an oil change. The engine was running smoothly but needed fresh lubrication to avoid overheating and wearing out parts. Then the mechanic noticed that the tires, which had struggled over the years on the farm's rough, uneven terrain, were already badly worn and needed replacing with new, more durable, grippy tires. During the inspection, the mechanic also suggested adding new equipment that could significantly increase work efficiency. New LED headlights were installed, which allowed work after dark, as well as additional roof lights and new horns. A modern radiator grille and a large front weight were also added. Finally, it was left to screw on new, more durable wheels with better traction. These improvements not only extended the tractor's life, but also increased its value and functionality. After repairs, the tractor was ready for many more years of work, helping on the farm faster and more efficiently than ever. After After returning to the farm, the tractor once again became an invaluable support. It made everyday work easier, and its reliability allowed the farmer to focus on other aspects of running the farm, such as harvesting crops or managing livestock.